Hey, yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Talk 100 Podcast. On this podcast, we spell talk with the one instead of an L because on this podcast, we always keep it 100. All right, let's talk about it today. Hey, happy Halloween. Well, happy weekend before Halloween. Halloween is coming up next week, next Friday. I can't really remember the last time Halloween's been on a Friday. It's been some years. Last year, I remember being on a Thursday because I remember Thursday being my last day of work. And we got home that Thursday night, and we was chilling, having a good time with the kids. But this year, we're going to do some more trick-or-treating. All right, trick-or-treating, probably going to some events. You got trunk and treats all over the city, anywhere else. I think Tesla had a frunk and treat because they have the frunks, their front is a trunk. And so they had a frunk or treat, and I know people was talking about that, or I saw some videos about that online, and that looked pretty cool. Yeah, go have fun for this next week that's upcoming. Don't get pranked too hard. Don't get scared. Also be careful with those pranks and those scares because a lot of people, even though a lot of people mean no harm, some people do mean harm, and that's the best way to get away with it because it's Halloween. You got costumes on. You never know who's playing, and you never know who is serious or whatever. So be careful out there. Be careful of the candy, man. People are continuously doing shit to these candies that can mess up your kids or mess up you. Because I know as a parent, the kids get their candy. You the first ones to say, let me see that. Get a few pieces. So you be careful too. Okay, all the parents be careful out there. All the kids be careful out there. Happy Halloween. I didn't dress up really this year. I didn't have anything to dress up for. I feel a little bit disappointed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't decorate like I did last year. Just a lot going on, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of forgot. Now, because I was thinking about doing my episode next week is the Halloween episode, but now really kind of realizing it yesterday was like, well, I usually try to film my episodes on Friday. So it's going to be hard to film a Halloween episode on Halloween and then post it the same like, nah, it's okay. But happy Halloween to everybody, each and every one of y'all out there. Y'all be safe. Have a good week. Have a good weekend this weekend, and then leads up to next weekend. Have a good weekend. Yeah. Halloween is here, baby. And then you know what happens after Halloween? Thanksgiving. Well, my birthday first, then Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I don't care what nobody says. What is your favorite Halloween moment or Halloween memory? A lot of mine would come from when I was a kid, and my mom never, she really wasn't into the monsters, dressing up, really celebrating Halloween, but she didn't take that fun away from me. And so a lot of times every year, I dress up as a vampire, I would dress up as a Ninja Turtle, a ninja, anything that I really kind of was feeling that year, like I would ask my mom about, and she definitely would, hook a brother up. I remember one time my mom, she actually got pissed off one time, and it was at a church, believe it or not. So this was the year that I dressed up as a vampire, and I mean, I was going crazy. Like my mom, I went to her job. I was with her at her job because sometimes back in the days you got to do what you got to do. I was with her at her job, and she was about to get off, but before she got off, her and a couple of her coworkers helped me put my makeup on for the vampire. So I had the white face, had the teeth, had the cape, had the whole suit on, and I was looking fresh. I ain't gonna lie, looking good. So we went trick-or-treating, door to door. We went to a couple of more places, trunk or treats. Some high school had some places, but we decided to stop at a church. And at this church, they had everything. As soon as you walk in, you see all the games they have. You see all the kids playing, all the kids getting candy and shit. And so I was like excited. I was about to run in, and my mom was like, hold on. And then that's when, didn't really know it back then, but now that me and my mom talked about it, she told me, but they kind of stepped to the side, and then next thing you know, my mom was like, all right, we're going to be leaving. And we left. And she was mad. She was furious. And I was just like, what's going on? But the whole time it was because of all of my makeup and me being a vampire, they didn't want to allow that into the church. So they was like, hey, you're going to have to wipe off all the makeup and stuff, and just because we made everybody do it, this and that. Great, rightfully so. Okay, you made everybody do it, but man, this shit took some minutes. It took some work. man, I'm not finna just wipe this off for potentially maybe 30 minutes or an hour of us being here and we leaving. Mom was not having that. She was heated. All right, so rightfully so. Okay, you spend time for your kids, you're gonna turn around your kids because of a certain Halloween costume. Get it, but at the same time, Mom stood 10 toes down for her boy. That's why I stand 10 toes down for my mom. Love you, mama. Shout out to moms. Mama for life. Got Zay for life and mama for life. All right. Let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite favorite Halloween memory or a moment that you had? Anything that probably scares you shitless? Anything that makes you feel proud on Halloween? Any party? You know what? That's another thing. I never like when I heard about Halloween parties when I was a kid, and I thought, dress up, cool, and you either watch a movie or you listening to like Thriller or doing all this in the party. It wasn't until I really got into college and then I'm going to real Halloween parties. It was like, oh, these are the chance for the women to really dress how they want to dress tonight. And I mean dress, baby. The nurse outfits, oh my God. Oh my God. Everything. That's what I was like. Anybody invite me to a Halloween party? Yes. I was going for the looks and I'm coming back home. But Halloween parties used to hit. I haven't really, if I throw a Halloween party, it's really just, dressing, like really dressing up. Not, some people been to my Halloween parties where they dress a little, ooh, okay, that's revealing. But most of the time it's just, professional, kids around. I have to be a little bit professional. But, you know what I'm saying? If I have Halloween parties, really just us drinking, literally listening to music and chilling. Right? All right. So, happy Halloween. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoy Halloween and all the candy that you're going to get. Happy November that's going to be coming up because my next episode is not going to be dropping until November. So, it was good in October. October is always fun, but November is coming up. Best month of the year every year. November. Baby. Scorpio, stand up. Anyway. Last weekend, shout out to all October birthdays as well. My niece Jayla, she turned 13 this year. Oh my God, Jesus, time is flying. Happy birthday to my little cousin Indira. She turns 20 this year. That means next year, legal. We going to the club, going to the bar. Couple more birthdays, couple more cousins I had this birthday. I think my cousin Tori had a birthday. Shout out to you. I want to say it was either my cousin Karen or I can't remember which one. My cousins who were sisters, I can't remember which one it was their birthday. It was either Carla or Karen. I can't remember. Whichever one. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to everybody in October. Okay, but actually last week, one of my coworkers, shout out to Monique, it was her birthday. And she actually went to this bowling alley called Penn Stacks. Penn Stacks is, I just know Penn Stacks to be in the Austin area in Texas. I don't know if it's more across the ways, all around. I don't know. So let me know if there is, but it's called Penn Stacks. Penn Stacks is a bowling alley that, first of all, nice ass bowling alley. Nice setup. I loved it. It was actually pretty cool, pretty chill. Right, and you go in, you think it's just a bowling alley. No, they got the arcade games and everything. They had a lot of arcade games in there. And then when I tell y'all that food was amazing. They had a platter to where $50, and you got a shit ton of chicken tenders, some onion rings, and some more food. It was a whole big ass plate of food for like $50. And I definitely said I'm coming back and I'm going to order that because I was smashing it, And it was a fun experience. It was a fun time. Got to see a couple of more co-workers that came. Some people that I haven't seen in a while, and just some new people that I just met. You know what I mean? So it was a good vibe. Happy birthday to Monique. Appreciate you for bringing me to Penn Stacks, inviting me to Penn Stacks, and it was a great time and great environment. Now they went out afterwards. I'm an old man. Around 9:00, 10, I was like, yeah, it's time to go home. This is why I kind of turn up at home because I can go to sleep. Also about Penn Stacks, the staff was very nice. They have a bar. Bartenders was real great. Shout out to TK and shout out to Arthur. Those was my two people I was talking to at the bar. First of all, Arthur was the guy who was really taking my drink orders, and I think he made a drink too much for another table, so he even be like, "Hey, you want this? I'm gonna throw it away anyway." I was like, "Yeah, cool, appreciate it, man." He was cool. His bartending skills was phenomenal, man. You know, a lot of people don't think about it when you're a bartender. Like, you have to you really have to have a strong memory, and you have to be able to be kind of like, and be able to be good at engaging with people while being busy. So, hey, hi, with the smile, hey, how you doing? How you doing? This and that. Can I get a gin and tonic? Gin and tonic. Okay, I got a whiskey and coke, gin and tonic. Hey, how you doing today? This and that. You want to make a low? Got you. Bow, bow, bow. He was on it. He was killing. Also with the Miss TK. TK, and it was so funny is I was actually talking to her for a little bit a second. I was like, yo, the only other person in my life I've ever heard the name TK was one of my homies. Shout out to TK. My homie TK that I played football with in high school. I was like, I've never heard nobody name be nickname TK. And then I was like, yo, you're the second person I've ever heard that with the name TK, and that's kind of cool. And I appreciate you. And she was nice and genuine and funny too, and I liked her. Yeah, man, shout out to those two bartenders. It was another guy, I didn't get his name, but he came up. I was talking to Arthur, and we was getting my drinks ready. He came, and the other dude came up. He was like, "Hey, man, you got you got some mayo packets?" And then he looked like getting asked the kitchen, but I don't really have mayo back here. He was like, "Yeah, I need about 50 mayo packets." Man, Arthur looked kind of like this, and I looked at him. I'm like, 50 mayo packets for what? I even said, I'm like, for what? And then he was like, yeah, you can go to the kitchen. He's like, what you need that much mayo for? And this motherfucker gonna say, man, for all these cuts I get right here. I was like, bro, this nigga here. But I was crying. I ain't gonna lie. I was dead as fuck. That shit was funny. But shout out to TK, shout out to Arthur for basically, that was really my first time actually being in Penn Stacks and actually bowling and actually feeling the vibe. I've been inside to get somebody or to drop somebody off, but I never actually went inside and actually bowled or had fun or ate. So for it being my first time, TK and Arthur made my first time phenomenal. I suggest Penn Stacks. If you got a party or if you want to just go bowling, definitely go to Penn Stacks. Now, one time I was going to go to Penn Stacks, but they was talking about an hour and 45 minutes to wait to bowl. No. But anyway, if you do go, it's worth it. Go make a reservation. Go there early if you want to get a table or if you want to get a lane. Penn Stacks is phenomenal. And hopefully, ask for TK, ask for Arthur at the bar, and they will take care. They will take great care of you. Okay, TK and Arthur at the bar, they will take great care of you. Go to Penn Stacks. Okay, tell them Zay for Life sent you from the Ta1k podcast. Okay. All right. Speaking of nicknames like TK, growing up in the hood, well, the hood, the ghetto, whatever you want to say, growing up in neighborhoods that we shouldn't have been growing up in, but had fun growing up in, making the most of it, you had some scary nicknames, or just nicknames, period, that was just crazy, you know. You got everybody. I feel like everybody, especially that grew up in the hood, even within your family, you have somebody with some crazy nickname. Boo Man, Boo Boo, whatever it is. And what's crazy is I feel like certain nicknames, especially coming from the hood at times, certain nicknames can scare you. Like Debo. You was scared of Debo really because of the Friday movie. But then you see Debos in real life, you like, yeah, that motherfucker's scary. They want to fight all the time, or they doing that. Debo. Everybody knows a Tyrone, right? Everybody, I feel like the most dangerous one is the one with the nicknames that you had to say twice. Man. Man is everywhere. And Man will beat your ass. I know a couple of Man-Mans. My wife has cousins that are named Man. Okay? Everybody knows a Man. And that motherfucker is dangerous. Leave that person alone. Okay? If you got to say your name twice like that, you are dangerous. Menace to society. You are. Okay? You got Man, Bam Bam, Boo Boo. Right? Dangerous. Leave them people alone, man. All right? Pookie. Everybody has a Pookie. Everybody knows a Pookie. Either Pookie gonna beat your ass or Pookie got the good drugs on. Or Pookie just know how to have a good time. Might steal your shit. Right? Then everybody I feel like this name is the universal name even when white people try to make do skits or make fun of the black community or black culture. Tyrone. Everybody knows a Tyrone. They try to make spoofs off of it. Everybody use Tyrone. My name Tyrone. Yep. Everybody knows Tyrone, man. And so, look, growing up in the hood, being from the hood, and everybody, you know, nicknames can be scary. And like I said, the ones you gotta say twice, man, I'm scared. Okay, it's probably a man right now that's maybe even watching this, never met you. I'm scared of you. Leave me alone. I ain't even do nothing to you. Man, so it's getting scary on Halloween. It's getting scary. They're gonna come out for you. Okay. The NBA is back, and I mean back with a bang. When I say all the games that's been happening is crazy, and it's been good, and I've been watching like a mother. Man, I usually don't watch this heavy until the start of the season because I really don't like watching the whole season of the NBA, man. It's too many games to be watching. But those first, 10 games, those be intense. Now, the games from, of course, besides Christmas, but the games from, November, December, January, you can kind of skip those games. February, when All-Star break happens, that's when I kind of tune in heavily. So, I usually this first couple of weeks, I'm going to be tuned in, something to watch every day, especially working overnights. It's something to watch every day, every night, basketball, football. Luckily, I am a basketball fan. Football is my sport, but luckily, I'm a basketball fan. Luckily, I watch baseball around now, the World Series. That's going to start tonight, actually. And so, It's been a crazy amount of games. Now, not only the games, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about the games in a second. But the shit that's going on, what is happening? What is happening right now? Okay, I wake up yesterday morning. I wake up. Well, no, I didn't even wake up. I get home because I said I work overnight, so I get home around 6:30, almost 7:00, and so I get home. I'm going upstairs, getting the kids up, about to get them ready to go to the bus. And as I'm doing that, go back downstairs, about to wash my kids' face, brush their teeth, make sure they brush their teeth, and get the clothes on. As I'm doing that, I pick up my phone for a split second, and I see Terry Rozier has been arrested by FBI. That's in custody. What the fuck is going on? Okay, that shit, I was like, whoa, okay, that took a left turn. And then, not even 10 minutes later, I look at my phone again. Chauncey Billups was arrested by FBI and in custody. What? Whoa. What is going on? Dude, them two, okay, now, and it sucks, okay, when people that are out there right now, okay, and if your name is in a position of power, meaning like Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, those guys are associated with the NBA. It don't matter if Chauncey Billups played, but he's a coach now. Terry Rozier is a player. So even though it was 30 people that got arrested and caught, those two names stand out. Why? Because you're on that platform, you're on that level of pedestal. You got to be made the example because you get this money, you get this power, you have that power. And so people who have that power and their name is important, please be careful with what you're doing. Because even though 30 other people got arrested, them two could have probably did the least of those 30. But because of your name or who your name is, you're going to be made the example out of. So be careful what you're doing out there. But, dude, this fucking gambling scandal is crazy. So I'm not big on the stories that much, okay? I haven't really read too much about it. I'm still kind of just in shock of what's going on. But for what I can, I guess, comprehend from what I've seen is with the gambling scandal that they are in, it's basically a gambling service that's a third party that's not like Prize Picks, Underdog, all that shit, and then basically feeding them information about what you should, like for Chauncey Billups, feeding information about his players, who he's going to play, who's not going to play, who you should bet the over and under in, and that's petty and that's stupid. But at the same time, man, this is my thing though. NBA, y'all, the NBA pisses me off with this. So the NFL nobody has came out about the NFL, so maybe take a look into that. But NFL, NBA, it don't matter what it is. Sports betting, period. Like, y'all know how dangerous that is. Put rules into place, put things into place. You can't just say, oh, since you're in the NBA, you can't bet. You're gonna find loopholes to do what you really want to do. You can call people, which is what's happening now, right? So you need to put more rules, not just to punish these players, but more to keep them safe, man. Because yes, if you're getting caught in a gambling scandal and you're betting or you telling people what to do and how to bet, yes, you deserve to get the consequences to you. But you really need to. It's really a form of like cry for help, man. Help these players stop gambling. Because it's easy to gamble. It's easy, especially when you have the money. It's easy to. It's easy to and one thing about it, greed. Everybody, you can't not have enough money. You can't. I love Shaq's point, how much more do you want? And Shaq, I'm being honest with you, man. You want it all. Now, give me $1 million. Let me hit a lick. I get $1 million. Cool. I'm cool with that $1 million. I don't need to go hit another lick for 2. I don't need to go hit another lick for 3. No, that's when you get greedy because you think you can get away with everything. And that's why I agree with Shaq, man. How much more do you really need? Because you don't need, dude, you're already millionaires. You already have enough money that is generational wealth that's going to help your generational kid, your great grandkids was at least solid. And now you probably jeopardize and fuck that up. So it's greed, man. Think about what I was actually going to talk about in a minute. Speaking of Shaq, think about inside the NBA. Inside the NBA, nobody was really worried about inside the NBA when they really kind of took off in the early 2000s, all the way until I say they took a turn around 2012, 2013 when they started to be heavy. Like, they was always funny. I've always watched it, but they started to be heavy hitting funny. And so it's really recent to where, okay, they are getting the attention. The inside the NBA on TNT, the past 5 to 7 years, they was getting all the attention. The TV time, the money, the fame, the everything. You wanted you wanted to see them all the time. And what did ESPN do? Disney do? Man, I want it. I want that. I want that money, the attention and their money they're getting. Give me that. And took it. Just took it. And they have the money to take it. So this is what I say, bro. Greed is a real thing. When you are used to having so much money and you're used to having so much power, you want to maintain that money and that power. And you would do anything to maintain that money and the power. This is why I try to tell people, rich people really are not your friends. They will double cross you even as a family member to make sure that they are continuously getting rich. Then they stay rich. So it's a thing of greed. Gambling is a thing of greed. Gambling is it's a problem because a lot of people have that problem with gambling. We've seen players in the league before have a problem with gambling, but this is ridiculous. Like I said, I don't really understand the full details. I don't know that much about it, and I can't really put in my 2 cents like I really want to because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to just go in here just talking, and I'm talking blindly, man, because like I said, I just don't know. But at the same time, I would just say that I'm praying for Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and all those other people that got caught and that are going through this, because it's going to be hell, man. Your reputation is already going to be tarnished and ruined because of what you're doing. And people are going to look at you different. People are going to make jokes about you. People are going to make you the example. Like I just said earlier, they're making you the example. And it sucks because as a human being, you make mistakes. And the fact that you just, you make that mistake is okay, but no, they're going to make sure you remember that mistake that you made. All right. So NBA, NFL, I can understand with the gambling, like because it's an unfair advantage, especially hey, I'm not playing tonight, bet the under, or hey, I'm only playing a certain amount of minutes. But yeah, I get that, but that's why really, to be honest, it's no fixing it. People are gonna find loopholes around everything. This is why rules are enforced. The reason why you have rules for things because somebody was bold enough to try that shit back then, and they got caught, and it was like, okay, we can't have this happen again. This is why you have you got Will Chamberlain rules and like Jordan rules and all these other rules that happen because they found a way to finesse the shit and fucks it up for everybody. But that's what people gonna do, man. You gonna find ways to finesse. Okay, so marijuana is not a threat to the NBA or NFL, but they make it out to be. Same as sports betting. It's not really a true threat, but they are making that shit out to be a true ass threat. And be careful to everybody else that's in the mix, or even if you're in the mix of that 30, be careful. And I'm praying for you too. But yeah, you gonna feel this. And be careful if you are in any type of league, from collegiate sports, professional sports, semi-professional sports. It don't matter. Be careful when it comes to betting and gambling. Be careful. They're looking and they want to catch you. All right. And I didn't know that gambling in like sports really was super strict as far as who can and who cannot play. Dude, I got my homegirl, Chelsea. Shout out to Chelsea. She actually is working for the Memphis Grizzlies, and she does some stuff for them. And even she told me, yeah, no, if you're employed by an NBA team, you can't bet. What? Crazy. You just work there. Like, you're not in the locker room. She says hey to the players and she takes pictures with the players, but she's not associated with the player. Like, she's not hanging out with these players. So it's like, how can they tell you not to? She's like, yeah, no, 100% can't do nothing. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, y'all be careful out there, bro. It is strict, but at the same time, it's loopholes around it. But if you're going to take that loophole, please be the fuck careful, bro. Don't get caught. And if you get caught, your ass is grass. Ass is grass. Okay. So like I said, NBA is back. A lot of shit has been going on. Like I said, with the inside the NBA, how ESPN took inside the NBA from TNT, how they took basketball basically from TNT, NBC as well. Now I am happy the NBC is back. I love that song. Like, I was enjoying that. But the fact that, like, I don't think I can really, truly, 100% grasp I just can't deal with the realization of TNT basketball is not a thing anymore. I don't like it. Even though it's the same inside the NBA crew, the same setup, the same everything, it just didn't look right. Seeing that ESPN, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I don't think I can get used to inside the NBA on ESPN. I don't think so, and I don't like it. Okay. I miss knowing that Tuesdays and Thursdays was my golden day, especially at work. I'm going to watch the boys do what they do. And I get it. Oh, it's still the same. No, it's not the same, man. It is not. I felt when I watched inside when they did the halftime show the other day, and I was watching, and usually Kenny Smith runs to the boys like, "Nah, I'm not gonna run today because I'm running out of time." See, they didn't have time limits. Like, they had time limits at TNT, but they're not like that. And you press for time. You just added on another thing. Like I said, you want to be greedy. ESPN, Disney want to be greedy and have and own everything and take up everything, and you have the money to do so. So why not? Don't think I'm bashing you because of that. Why not do it? But at the same time, I don't like it. As a spectator of inside the NBA, like, I didn't know that it came on Wednesday and Thursday. See, I love my set schedules. I don't like change. I don't. Okay? Like, I want everything to stay the same all the time, man. And Inside the NBA on ESPN is nasty. I don't like it. I don't. But I have to get used to it. I'm just kind of forced to sit here and watch it, of course. But it is what it is. Inside the NBA is still a funny show. I just can't get with it on ESPN. ESPN is starting to kind of ruin a lot of shit. Disney period is starting to ruin a lot of shit. You're buying everything and you buying up everything, and then you basically not forcing rule changes, but forcing rule changes, man. I don't need to see the WWE on ESPN. I don't need to see Inside the NBA on ESPN. Like, I get it, ESPN is something you always wanted to be on as a kid. But, dude, man, now it's like, dude, we got other shit. Dude, actually, I loved watching TNT, Inside the NBA on TNT. I watch after the game is over. They do their skits and everything, have fun. They replay the game that they had beforehand. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. But then the movies come on for TNT. Man, the movies on TNT be lit. The shows be lit. Now we're forced to watch something else. Or watch something else on ESPN. Even though I talked about ESPN Zone last week, still ESPN is just too much. Everything is just too much with it. But we have come back to basketball with a bang. First game that I was watching was the OKC and Houston Rockets game. First of all, people that are saying, oh, Houston Rockets need a point guard. They just need a point guard, yes, so they can have somebody facilitate the floor at certain moments. But looking at that game, y'all act like that the Houston Rockets wasn't really pushing on the Thunder. Yes, they need a point guard for certain moments, but they don't need a full-time point guard. They was killing. It took overtime for OKC to win. KD almost fucked. It took 2 overtimes, actually. And KD almost fucked it up at the end of the first overtime. Thank God that the ref did not give him that timeout, or they would have lost. So, dude, don't act like the Rockets they desperately need a point guard. They don't desperately need a point guard. It would just be convenient for them to have a point guard, but they don't need a point guard. Dude, they was handling their own. They was killing. SGA and the OKC Thunder, they are, you can see that they are hungry and ready, and they can repeat. They are going to struggle repeating though. First two games, you go to double overtime. The one versus the Rockets, okay, because Rockets have power. Pocket rocket fire, let it disintegrate. All right, they have actually some literally Rockets got rocket power, and like they are going to be exciting to watch. Şengün going to be amazing. Kevin Durant is the perfect plug and play guy for that system. Perfect. Jabari Smith took another step of development and is getting way better. He was looking phenomenal in that game. The Thompson twins are just cold as fuck. It don't matter which one. Assure, man, I don't care. Whichever one, give me one of them. I don't care. And they are phenomenal. Okay, Steven Adams and Steven Adams, like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand why OKC went to overtime with the Rockets. But dude, going to double overtime with the Pacers, no Tyrese Halliburton. OKC is going to struggle this year. Not struggle. Okay, let me take that back. They're going to struggle to get back to the NBA Finals. They're not going to struggle in the regular season. They're still going to probably be number one in the West. They're still going to be a top team in the NBA, period. It's just when you get to that postseason, especially seeing these first couple of games, you got to get back into tune. But if it's going to be like this all year, I'm saying watch out for the Nuggets. Watch out for the Timberwolves. Watch out for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies is a team that I say for sure. That's my sneaky. The Grizzlies are my sneaky pick to possibly go to the NBA Finals. Western Conference Finals for sure, but NBA Finals, I got Grizzlies. Grizzlies look good. Grizzlies are hungry. Grizzlies got the pieces. Grizzlies, if Ja Morant can just stay healthy, and if Jaren Jackson Jr., when the playoffs hit, please stay in your body. I don't know what possessed you to leave. I don't know if you're like already in Cancun and you have your stunt double. when the playoffs are starting, Jaren Jackson Jr., please show the fuck up. And I guarantee you that the Grizzlies are going to be a great team, and we're talking about championship level team. I believe that the Grizzlies are a championship level team. Ja Morant is a championship superstar. He can get it done in Memphis. It's just he has to stay healthy. Now, it's not all on Jaren Jackson Jr. A lot of times he disappeared. Ja, I need you to stay healthy. I need you to stay out of trouble, and I need you to stay healthy on the court. Okay? KCP, they was going to Desmond Bane for a long time. Now you're taking Desmond Bane's place. Now you don't, but really in reality, it's kind of up to you. With Desmond Bane being gone, it's kind of good for Jaren Jackson. Now you really have to be the second option, because when Desmond Bane was there, they was kind of flirting with, Desmond Bane is the second option. No, it's Jaren Jackson. But now that Desmond Bane is gone in Orlando, Jaren Jackson, you can take over as I'm the second guy. And at times, when Ja is off in games, I'm the first guy. Take that rank, take that title, and go and run with it. And I think they are going to do that. KCP is going to be a big help. The pieces they still got from last year's team, I think Jalen Wells is fully healthy and able to play. They're going to be a good team this year, man. Watch out for the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies are my sneaky pick to go to the Western Conference Finals, maybe the NBA Finals. That's just what I think. Man, shout out to my my stepdad Keith, who we got our own podcast together, Burgess and Son. Go check that out. But in one of the episodes, he talked about it was during the playoffs, and we talked about the Nuggets and Aaron Gordon, and he raved about Aaron Gordon, about how he feels Aaron Gordon is the second best player on their team. We're talking Nikola Jokic is the first, and then I would put Jamal Murray. He's like, no, it's Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is the most consistent player on their team, and he was right. Jamal Murray, you have me 27, but then the next game you have me 12, and then you give me 13, and then, here go a 40-point game. Ooh, a nice 20-point game. Then it's wildly inconsistent versus Aaron Gordon, you consistently 20. Consistent 20. Consistent 8 rebounds. Everything was consistent. And so, season opener for the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Gordon goes out there and drops 50 against the Dubs, against the Warriors. And, by the way, Warriors team look good too. Warriors added Al Horford. You got Jimmy Butler. You got Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Butler. You got Al Horford. You got Steph is still playing the MVP level. Dude, don't count the Warriors out. But at the same time, the Nuggets, dude, Aaron Gordon dropping 50, and they still lost this, which sucks. But dropping 50, man, Aaron Gordon is ready for this season. Aaron Gordon's ready for the season. I can't wait to see what happens. I think Aaron Gordon is easily, like I said, the second best player on that team. I was arguing with my stepdad at first, but now it's true. He's the second best. He is the second best. And it's just crazy, man. So it's been a good couple of games. A lot of games been coming on. The Celtics. That rookie on the 76ers, is it VJ or VG? Is it VJ? Edgecombe? Dude, he is next. He's next. Coming in, rookie debut, you scored 30? This is your first time in the NBA. Your first game, and you scored 30? For all my 2K players, you know what I'm about to say. This is like, literally, you already got your first player made. You're making a second player or a third player, and all you got to do is put VC on him, and he's already, as a rookie first game, and he looking like he's been there. That's exactly what he looks like. That rookie out of Philly on the 76ers, man, he going to be a problem. And I mean a problem. He probably I will say this right now. Philly was missing him. He was the piece that they were missing. Philly, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, now VJ Edgecombe. Then you still got McCain, and you still got all these. You have no excuse. There's no excuse that any of y'all can tell me for y'all not to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jason Tatum hurt. Okay, Milwaukee is going to be a little bit shaky. Okay, Tyrese Halliburton not with the Pacers anymore. Miles Turner not with the Pacers anymore. I mean, he's on Milwaukee, but still, the Heat shaky. There's no excuse. You guys should dominate the East. You should dominate the East. With this rookie coming in playing like he do, and that's the crazy thing. He coming in destroying, and he's probably not even the best player on the team. He's not. I will put Paul George before him. I will put Joel Embiid before everybody, but Paul George before him. Tyrese Maxey before him. He's not the best player on the floor, yet he played like in game one. Dude, the 76ers, this is your year to win the championship. Like, it's no excuse. It's nothing you can say, nothing you can do to change my mind on them. The 76ers should be NBA, at least in the NBA Finals. They should be Eastern Conference Finals champions. The 76ers. You have no excuse on why you shouldn't be. If you lose this year, I think it's going to be blown up. We got VJ, so we can rebuild around him and Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid, you got to go. Paul George, you got to get the hell up out of here. Y'all have so much talent that it's literally no excuse. So, tighten the fuck up. Win games. Stay healthy. Go win a championship. Everybody on that Sixers team deserves a championship. All right, so with the NBA being here and everything's going to be on, the trade deadline is actually coming up in a couple of weeks for the NFL. A lot of trades are probably about to be happening. A lot of stuff is going on. The Titans came out and said they're not going to trade Jeffrey Simmons, that's fantastic. I love Jeffrey Simmons. I hate that Jeffrey Simmons has to go through this bullshit of like another rebuild mode. Because it's unfair, man. You don't get younger. You just get older. And so he's so dominant, and he continues to be dominant, but his dominant needs to be, like, you can't just continue to be dominant like this, and we're losing. Like, it gets frustrating, bro. Losing sucks, if you didn't know. From when majority of my life playing sports, I never experienced losing. I've been a part of undefeated teams. I've been a part of teams that we might not be undefeated, but we are damn good, right? I never really experienced losing. And when you get into the highest level and you experience that, it's heartbreaking. But when you continue to experience it, it's fucking frustrating. No, I don't want to be here. No, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate you. It's frustrating. And I get it. I hate it. For all my pro athletes out there, let me speak up for y'all. I hate it when somebody says, "Oh, you're getting paid millions of dollars. You should be happy." Fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, I get paid millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, but losing sucks. I don't want to be losing. I want to win. Everybody wants a championship. Everybody wants to win. So it is what it is. But a lot of trades are about to be happening within the next few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised seeing maybe a couple of quarterbacks, a couple of defensive players going. The Colts, they really don't need to make moves, but they're going to make a couple of moves because you want to always get better. It's always something you can get better at. But I think the Colts are the best team in the league, and they are going to just chill for a second. But I think they're going to make at least one more move before the trade deadline happens. I don't know about the Chiefs possibly. Maybe. I don't know. But there's going to be a couple of more moves throughout these trade deadlines. All right. Let's call a couple of games, baby. All right. Okay. You already know Saturday. We got college football, and on Saturday, we got early in the morning, 11. Early in the morning, we have 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. That will be 12 o'clock Eastern Time. We have Ole Miss traveling to Oklahoma to play the Oklahoma Sooners. Ole Miss is number 8 at 6-1. They just took a was it last week they took the L to Georgia? Can't remember. But they just recently lost, which kind of hurt them a little bit. But it's good to get those losses out the way early. Okay, but Ole Miss travels to Oklahoma. Number 8 Ole Miss travels to number 13 Oklahoma. Both teams are 6-1. Game starts at 11 a.m. Central Time. Like I said, it's going to be in Oklahoma. Tough game. I got Ole Miss in that game bouncing back and actually beating Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is good, but I don't think they're that good. Okay. For an afternoon game, we got Missouri Tigers. Travel to Nashville to play the Vanderbilt Commodores. Both teams are 6-1. Both teams look actually fantastic. Both teams took Alabama to the wire, just fell short to them. Both of them. So this is going to be a slugfest. I'm actually going to watch this game. Missouri versus Vanderbilt and Vanderbilt. I'm going to take Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is on a roll right now, man. That quarterback for Vanderbilt, nasty. Shout out to Vanderbilt, man. So I'm gonna roll the dice and go Vanderbilt over Mizzou in Nashville. Okay. We got a couple more good games we need to check out. Shout out to my cousin Indira and Cincinnati. Cincinnati Bearcats are ranked number 21 in the nation at 6-1, and they will play the Baylor Bears. Okay, that's going to be a 3 o'clock Central game. Okay, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Cincinnati should take care of business. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think she told me this was their homecoming. I gotta call her and ask her. But I'm gonna call her and say, look, go watch this game. She's not a sports person. I'm like, bro, you go to University of Cincinnati, like, go to games, man. And this is what really pisses me off. Her dorm room, I don't know. This was last year, her freshman year, so I don't know about now. But her freshman year, the dorm room, literally, you walk out. As soon as you walk out, the stadium was right there. She could go in the stadium and do whatever she want. Man, I would have been in there lit. Okay, go watch the games, dude. Stop being a lame. All right, for my Texas fan, Texas traveled to Mississippi State to play the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Okay, Texas have been on the. You know what? I think they're worse than 5-2. They're only 5-2, so they got some wins, but it's like you seem like you're worse than that, right? But I got Texas taking care of business in Mississippi State. I think this can be a game for Arch Manning to bounce back and be not a Heisman candidate again. He's not going to be like that anytime, unless he just have a killer end of the season. But I think this can put him back on top as, like, he's a good quarterback. And I hope so, because the slander is crazy. All right, we got 2 night games. The first night game I'm going to talk about is going to be on NBC. Okay, Battle of the Michigan State. The state of Michigan. Okay, Battle of the State of Michigan. We're going to say that. Michigan, number 25, Michigan, 5-2, travels to Michigan State, who is 3-4, and they play each other on Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time on NBC. Michigan, that quarterback, that true freshman quarterback in Michigan, problem. Okay, I got Michigan going into Michigan State and actually winning that game. Okay, I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, and for the night game that a lot of people is going to be watching, I'm going to be watching. Okay, Texas A&M is on a roll, number 3 in the nation, or number 3 in the country, and dude, they are on a roll. Texas A&M travels to LSU to play the LSU Tigers. LSU Tigers are 5-2, ranked number 20. LSU needs this game. They need this game. LSU have to win this game. If you want to stay relevant and possibly go to the college football playoffs, you have to win this game versus a top opponent in Texas A&M. But Texas A&M is going to take out this game, though. I think I got Texas A&M going into LSU, winning this game, still continuing their dominance that they are and that they have. And it's crazy that because they're undefeated 7-0, nobody's talking about Texas A&M coach anymore. But I remember not too long ago, y'all was talking about firing them. Okay, whatever. Y'all so quick to pull the fire button. I was too, especially for that man. We fired too. Okay, that was my college predictions. Okay, let's go now to the NFL. NFL, baby. Okay, a couple of good games we got going. Okay, actually one good game that's I feel like nobody's going to really talk about, but Buffalo playing Carolina. Now Bryce Young is out, so that's gonna hurt Carolina. But Buffalo travels to Carolina to play the Carolina Panthers. Buffalo's 4-2, Carolina's 4-3. Buffalo should go into Carolina and take care of business, of course. But you never know. You never know. It's the NFL. It's the NFL. But I still got Buffalo winning that game in Carolina. Okay. A rematch is about to happen. New York Giants travel to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. This is going to be a noon game. Y'all, if you saw the first game a couple of weeks ago, that the Giants put belt to ass on the Eagles on Thursday Night Football, it's not going to happen again. The Eagles are probably about to destroy the Giants, like destroy. Now I get it; it's a divisional game, so division games get grimy. Divisional games get nasty. So it might be a closer game than what I'm thinking. But no, I got Eagles destroying the Giants in that game, destroying the Giants. Okay, I don't want to talk about them, but I am anyways because that's my team. Tennessee travels to Indianapolis to play the Colts. The best team in the league, Indianapolis Colts, plays probably the worst team or second worst team in the league, Tennessee Titans, in Indianapolis. This is the second time we played them, so yeah, second and last time, thank God. Colts are going. You know what? Fuck that, man. Oh no, I'll take that back. Jeffrey Simmons not playing. Colts are going to win. Colts are going to win. Because anytime Jeffrey Simmons plays the Colts, I don't know what it is. He fucking has a superpower and fucking just be going off. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's that division opponent, so you're supposed to hate him, but goddamn, you hate them motherfuckers, right? You got best offense in the league versus probably potentially best defense in the league. Dallas Cowboys travel to Denver to play the Denver Broncos. Dallas is 3-3-1. Denver is 5-2. This game is going to be a 3:00 game or 3:30 game. Defense wins championships. But I'm going to go with the upset. I think Dallas can go into Denver and pull out that win over Denver. I think they can. Just need Dallas, all you need to do is get one stop. You can get one stop. Take that momentum you have versus Washington, take it into this game. And at least give me one stop and y'all win the game. All right. Sunday night, we have the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers are traveling to Pittsburgh to play that man and Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh. Okay. Green Bay is 4-1-1. Pittsburgh is 4-2. This is going to be another slugfest. Aaron Rodgers is playing his former team, former coach, so he probably wants to have a field day, right? I don't know. I really don't know who's going to win this game. Ugh, this is tough. You know what? I got. I don't know. Let me think. I think it's gonna be a good game though. But you know what? I'll ride with the home team. I got Pittsburgh Steelers beating Green Bay in Pittsburgh Sunday night by a field goal. It don't matter what the score is. It's gonna be 1-3. Okay. Monday night. Monday. The Chiefs are yet again at home. I swear to God, the Chiefs always get the most important games at home. Prime time and important games all at home. I don't know how the fuck they be doing this. But Washington travels all the way down to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Washington is 3-4. Kansas City is 4-3. So that's going to be a good game in itself. Young rising star and Jaden Daniels is playing the generation GOAT right now in Patrick Mahomes. It should be a nice little back and forth game. But because they are at home again, you know what? No, I scratched that. I'm going to go with my stepdad and my daughter's team, Washington Commanders. I got Washington Commanders actually coming into Kansas City, beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that can happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that can happen. I think it's going to be a good game all overall. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Talking 100 Podcast. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Zay for life, and I will be back. Happy Halloween to you. Have fun. Don't drink and drive. Don't get cussed out by no old people, and don't get fucked up by some young people. Okay. Stay safe. All right. Till next time, y'all know who I am. I am out.